turquoise trail technology tutorial on signing your student into their school Google account. This is for students who are using personal computers, either a Mac or a PC. Again, this is for a Mac or a PC, and we're going to begin by opening our Google Chrome web browser. If you do not have the Google Chrome web browser, please download the Google Chrome browser. And when you open the Google Chrome browser, if you have been using it before and have signed in, you will have an account here that you will recognize. If you haven't, it will be a grayed out profile, and regardless, we're going to be entering our new account through this profile. But I want to talk about this profile initial as well, and how it can be very misleading and be the source of confusion. To add an account, you are going to click on this profile, and you can see that I have 2 accounts, or 3 accounts, the current one and these 2 other ones, and an add button. This is how you are going to add your student's account to your Chrome browser. Before we do that, let's look at this one. When you click on this, it also gives you an option to add another account, but this will only cause confusion because it will open a new tab in this same window, and then it will be constantly switching back between the account that is already signed in, or perhaps a non-signed in account, and your student's account. That will be very confusing as new tabs are opened up, so please do not use this add another account, but instead, on the upper profile picture, click on this and click on add an account. Even if you have a sign in button, I hope that you still have an add an account, and when you do, you will have an option of putting in the name, and you're going to put in your student's name here. And then you're going to choose a profile picture. Let's choose the avocado this time. And notice it opens a brand new Chrome window, so that my other account, my professional account, is here, and the student account is here. So now all of our work is contained in one window, and they remain completely separate. You may have a exclamation mark here. We'll take care of that in a moment. Get started gives you an option of customizing a little bit. You can choose to go that route, but you don't need to. And for brevity of this video, I'm just going to go right to the sign in. This is where you enter the account information that the school has emailed you. If you do not have that account information, check your emails, and if you cannot find it, please contact the office. All of our student accounts end in @ttschool.org. And then click next. It'll give you an opportunity to put in the password. Your password should be in that email. Enter that password, and if you are struggling to enter that password, you can always show the password by clicking that I. When you click next, it gives you an option to link data. Now, this is an important piece of the puzzle. If you are opening this account for the first time, or signing into an account for the first time, and you've used the Chrome browser, this account, whether you're signed in or whether it's just person number 1, has a history. It may have bookmarks, and it may have even passwords saved. When you link data, it's going to link all of that data, all of that information to your student's account, which you don't want to do. But if you have correctly chosen to enter through the option of adding an account through this profile, then it's a brand new window, and you will press link data because there's no data to link. Next, we'll ask you if you want to sync, and yes, you always want to sync. And by syncing, it brings all the information that is stored on this account, including passwords, including bookmarks, including browsing history. And it doesn't matter what computer you're on. So if you're going to a different parent's house and using a different computer, you can sign into your account, and all of your work from another computer will be following you to this computer. So it's super important. Notice that there's a little exclamation mark here. That is just a notice of a new extension added, and you can get rid of that exclamation mark by enabling this extension, and I advise you to do that. Now that we're here in our account, let's look at accessing our apps. Here is our Gmail. You can automatically click this and it will open the student account Gmail. On every Google page, there is also this app array, and that is the location, the entry point for all of your apps. Notice that your Google Classroom might be here and it might not be here. It will show up once you start using this account and go to Google Classroom often, but it's possible that it won't be here. Sometimes you might open a new tab, and again, here are your app arrays. You click on here and you click on your Google Classroom. Notice, for some reason, it's not in this one. So how do we get to our Google Classroom for the first time? You search. You do a Google search for Google Classroom. You can either search in this bar or in the address bar. For some reason, I always search in the address bar. You type in Google Classroom, click enter, and the first search result will be Google Classroom. When you click on Google Classroom, because you are in your student's account, it automatically opens your student's Google Classroom. And that is it. Oh, actually, one more thing. It's a great idea to bookmark this Google Classroom and to bookmark websites that your student will be returning to. Notice I have an iStation bookmark already on this test and a Khan Academy bookmark. Those are shortcuts to get to your Google Classroom, and I advise you to use this to bookmark an item or a website. You're going to click on this. It's going to give you a name. You can change that name, but classes is a good one. And I recommend in the beginning to always put things on your bookmark bar. You'll have option to organize it differently, but as we begin, everything should be on the bookmark bar. When you click done, it puts your bookmark here so that next time you're in the account, you've logged in, you open a new tab, you want to go to your Google Classroom, you click on this link, and there you are. Now, signing out and closing this and getting back is a really simple procedure because you added a new account. Say you're done with your account and your parent needs to use the computer in their account. You can close your window and find your account by coming over to this profile and clicking on fourth test student or your student's name. Then a new window opens and you're back into their account. Now when you close Chrome and quit Chrome, Chrome closes and it will, when you open it again, it will open up to the last account that you had open. So as I open it, open, come on. It's going to open up and you see the last account that I was in is my account, and say I want my student to get to their account. We're going to click on this profile and your student account will be here. It's already listed and you just click on this and now we're in our student account, and you can close or open, keep open, it doesn't matter, but you can close that account to simplify it for your student. Thank you for listening and stay tuned for further tutorials.